Hey, outdoor structures are awesome. When it comes to an outdoor living space, if you got a backyard that gets blasted with sun, you're gonna want something back there so you can actually enjoy your investment. In this video, I'm gonna show you 7 different images of outdoor structures, and I'm gonna break everything down so that you know how much it costs, so that by the end of the video, you can decide what is the best outdoor structure for you. Let's do it. If we haven't met, my name is Bobby K. I'm a professional landscape designer and installer, and I want to welcome you to the channel. And if you're back, thanks for coming. This is a channel designed, no pun intended, for people who are super busy, that want an awesome backyard, front yard landscaping. They want a space that they can enjoy. I break down lots of different designs and pictures and projects and show you how much it costs, what to expect, what to do, what to not to do, and make sure that you are set up so that before you spend a bunch of money, you've got a game plan. If you like that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. But now we're gonna get into outdoor structures and figuring out how much does that cost and what is best for you in your backyard. Let's go. All right, picture number 1, I'm starting you off with something that is affordable, something that looks pretty darn good, but doesn't break the bank. And this one, I like it because I actually went to Costco the other day and I saw these kits, and I think they're around $1,700, $1,800. They were 10 by 10 or 12 by 12. They came with a roof. You could put some string lights up as you see in this picture, and they're pretty darn cool. You get some furniture all in. You got the $1,800 for the structure. If you're putting it in yourself, if you gotta hire somebody, expect to pay probably $2,500 for that install. But let's just say you hire somebody. $5 grand, right? On the high side, $4,500, whatever. Then you got your furniture, putting everything together. Ignore this fireplace that they put in there. You're probably looking with the furniture and everything here under 10 grand for this outdoor space. And that's probably gonna be one of the more affordable outdoor spaces, outdoor structures that you can get. So let's get into something that's on the other side of the spectrum. All right, this one's a little bit more expensive, obviously. And why is it more expensive? Because it's big and beefy, and it's got all this awesome lumber going on. It's either cedar or it's Douglas fir. I mean, whatever. You can tell these posts are huge. They're gonna support a lot of weight. You've got this, kind of W going on for some intricate details. That looks cool. You got the vaulted roof, and then you've got this backdrop and even like a room with a door. So that might be for some storage, or if there's a pool somewhere outside of this picture where you go and you change. This thing has got a lot going on. It's got the kitchen, it's got the wall, you could put a TV on there. If you want an outdoor space like this, when it comes to the piering that's involved to hold this structure, the architectural engineer drawings that you're gonna need, the concrete there, if you don't do pavers, and this structure, realistically, a couple bells and whistles, but you're gonna be between, I'd say 65 and 80K for that kind of space. That's what it takes for something like that. So just plan on that. Next one. I love these. These are where I see a lot of the trends and just around pools going. It's this lean-to style, or this kind of like vaulted up towards the pool style. This is exactly what I'm putting in my house, and you will see that later. If you subscribe and stay up to date with the channel, I will share it. It is awesome. But if you want to put something like this in, just the structure, and you got that tongue and groove ceiling, maybe you got some can lights in there and the fans, you're gonna be in the, I'd say, hiring somebody, 40 to, I don't want to say 50, but I'd say 40K. Budget for 40K. That's what it takes. If you did it yourself with all the materials and labor, you might be able to get away with 18 to 22K would be my guess. But it takes something to put something like this together. You got the drawings, you got the concrete, you got the piering, you got all these different intricate details that make this look like it looks. Okay, much simpler, but beautiful, and it's got some detail. This, if you have a little barbecue or a little outdoor area and you just want a little bit of privacy, a little bit of shade, but something cool, a little destination you can go over to, put your beer down, barbecue, I think you can get something like this built for probably $7,500 to $10,000. It may seem a little high, but if you start adding up the wood, you add up the intricate details, the labor involved, what it really takes to do that, I think that that's a pretty realistic number. So just kind of know that if something is detailed, it's gonna take more time. Okay, we got the classic pergola. We got the one that is attached to the house and coming out to the 2 posts. You will have to get an architecturally engineered drawing. You got the piering, you got all the little details that go into this. You're gonna have permits and inspectors and all that. But as far as the run, it looks like it's probably about 22 feet, comes out about 12 to 14 feet, and it is stained. Yeah, it's definitely stained, so you got some labor involved in that. If you're gonna put this kind of pergola out there, which is pretty basic, but it's got some detail and it's got some labor involved, I think you're gonna expect to pay between 15 and 20K. Actually, maybe a little higher depending on how long that run really is. Budget for 20, and I think you're probably okay. But you know, a pergola is a really cool destination where you can put a table and chairs and it's great, but I warn you that it is not gonna block out sun. So if you got a sunshade backyard, I think it's a really nice fit, but if you got full-blown sun, don't expect this thing to do much other than look cool, because it just doesn't provide that much shade. So that's the one thing. Leaning into a pergola that does provide shade, this is something like an Equinox system. And what this is a remote. You press the button and it's got louvers and it goes whoosh and it closes up. These things are awesome. They are so well manufactured and built, but they're super expensive. Let's say this one is the same size as the pergola we just talked about. Say it comes out, say 18 by 22. It's got the 2 ceiling fans, it's got electric going on, you got all the permits and all that other stuff, and then you got this louveliered system. You probably got 2 bays going on that you gotta pay for. That right there, I am not kidding, is probably 40K to do that, have that installed. Maybe 45. They're not cheap, but they accomplish the pergola look, and you can close them up. So they're just awesome. Finally, I got something that pretty much everybody sees and wants nowadays. It's that vaulted ceiling with the roof shingle that probably matches the shingles of the house. You got the columns and the stone work going on. You got the wall and the fireplace. This one right here, if you had a concrete pad, you didn't do pavers, and you had all this stuff going on, you're probably gonna be looking around 60 to 70K for this structure with the fireplace, all in, installed. You start going to pavers, you can add on maybe another 5 to 10 grand. You start getting more detail here and there with the kitchen, you can see how it starts to add up. So I hope that is a crash course in what to expect if you're gonna get an outdoor structure in your backyard. Expect to pay a minimum, probably 10K, going up to, you know, 80, 90K. It literally can get there, and it's just because of the size, the detail, the types of materials, and just really what you're going for. So if you like these kind of videos, go watch a couple more. I have lots of videos on how much it costs. You can check out this one right here. And remember that creation is everything. So go out and create and get the cool design for this stuff. Yeah.